Yo,
Would you come again?
if only we can bang more tunes, man.
Wow.
I don't know why YouTube does not allow that, you know.
Why not?
I don't know.
You got to press play, innit?
Nah, bro. They're gonna flag that shit.
Copyright.
Nah, but on the real, I was enjoying them tunes.
I was enjoying them tunes. Like
Took me
you,
back to the day.
no,
DJ in
she
the house.
listen. She took us all the way back, you know.
But,
I had
what,
to.
what happened to TikTok? But you know, because back in Nigeria, we used to bump
TikTok,
to TikTok.
TikTok,
Yeah, TikTok.
not
Yeah,
TikTok.
TikTok. Apologies, bro.
I was trying about TikTok.
He knows TikTok.
No, I know
TikTok.
I know TikTok, but he
DC
just
boy
did-
still. DCV.
Yeah, I know TikTok. But what happened to TikTok?
Nah, I don't know, man.
How
but
of a sudden we
Yeah,
had
he's done
nothing?
his thing, and
Yeah.
you know.
he tried
Phase,
to revive
it was
his
a
career,
phase.
you know, a couple of years ago, but yeah, it was dead.
Yeah, man.
Oh dear.
Yeah, man. Like you took us all the way back, man.
I had to. A little bit of vibes. You know,
Listen,
2 years lockdown.
necessary, man.
The party has to
necessary,
start.
necessary, man.
When is the party starting though? Is the party
It's
seems
coming,
like
it's
some
starting.
very
It's
long
already started,
future
you know,
away.
It's already started.
Guys, if you're smart, the party will start international. That's what I have to say.
100%.
The party's not
100%.
here.
100%, man.
Conversation.
You got me. And talking about the vibes, man, we've got a special one today, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we got Quinn. You know what I'm saying? We got a real one still.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we've got the host and the presenter of the Carmel Show, man.
Yeah.
Christina Carmel, what's up with you, man? What's
I
going
am
on?
good. Thank you for having me, guys. It's
Listen.
been such a vibe.
Listen,
already.
thank you for coming out, man.
I'm loving you guys already. I'm like, let's party, guys. Let's go out. You know when you meet good people, you're like, yes, I want to hang out with you guys.
Listen, every week, yeah, you're always invited, man. You got an open invitation and everything, man.
I will be here.
You know what I'm saying?
Good
But before
vibes.
we start, man, listen, I've got a rant, you know. I think I told you guys before.
Yeah,
man.
that
What-
you're
what
right.
is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like, I just could not, you know. I was thinking, should I say it or not? But at the back of my mind, I was like, no, I can't let this go, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So throughout the week, yeah, I've been seeing proposal videos on Instagram
Oh
and
my
that.
God. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Proposal videos and everything. But I was just thinking, bro, what's going on? You know, and like my mom always says, right, like whenever she wanna go on around, she be like, Toby, how many times did I call your name? I'll be like 3 times. Yeah. So I'm gonna say, women. If you guys wanna propose to a man, yeah, can you guys be at least put some creativity to it, man?
Hey. First of all, we shouldn't even be proposing to you
yeah, that's what I
anyway.
was gonna say.
But,
Yeah, like, whoa.
but women wanna propose these days, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see the need. I mean, why they?
Or equality, isn't it? They're trying to
Bro,
prove something.
equality, man. But if you guys want
allow
to be,
them.
yeah, but if
Listen.
you guys want to do the whole equality, which is cool, right? Put some creativity. Like we got the extra mile. Do
Do you
all
guys
sorts
even
of
care though? Whether we put creativity or not? Are you going to take the ring or not?
We don't want you guys to
It boils
propose
down
to
to
us.
that, doesn't it?
Yeah, we don't want you guys to propose to us. But if you guys want to
If you're
do
gonna
it,
do it in style.
So what
innit?
do you want?
Do it nice.
Roses on the floor and candles?
listen,
I don't think you guys care that much.
like I mean, some pair of Jordans or something. You know what I
Jordan's
mean?
with a ring.
I mean,
wow.
put the ring in there.
What's
and
going
they'll
on
be like,
here?
No, I'm saying, just put some creativity to it.
But my
But do
man,
you-
my man wants Jordans. Don't mind it.
That's what they use for free
Don't mind
Jordans.
this guy. Don't mind this guy.
I can't see a girl getting on. First of all, you need to watch your girl get on her knees. First
Yeah.
of all, so she's probably in heels, so that's a struggle. So
Yeah.
you're gonna watch all of that, and then she's gonna give you a ring.
Yeah,
You're gonna look at the ring and be like, "Oh, I want Jordans too."
I mean,
You're not gonna care.
Or maybe you can put a ring in a pair of Jordans innit,
yeah,
and
but
give it to
regardless
That's some
of-
creativity right
You get
there.
what I
But
mean?
regardless
That's some
of all of
creativity
that,
right
do you care for all of that?
But that's what I'm saying.
Would you-
We don't want women to propose to us, right? Because we are meant to do the proposing and all that. But some women want to do it these days, and they are doing it. But it's so trash. Like
Oh,
they
dear.
should just stand there. They should just stand there and just give it to you like that. You get what I mean? Like
I feel like
they
you
just
guys
wanna
will say
be there.
yes regardless anyway. Even if she gets on her knees or she stands up and she says, "Will you marry me?" You guys will be like, "Yeah,"
No.
or be like, "Nah."
No,
I don't think you guys
No.
care for all the extra action.
I don't even want a girl to propose to me.
Why are they even doing it in the first place? Like, why?
I mean,
Why?
okay, cool. You're a lady, though, so obviously.
Do you know what it is? I think sometimes what happens is like you want a guy to propose, you give him the hints, you push. He doesn't. And then it's like, well, okay, you know what? I might as well just I might as well just do it. It's long. If you're waiting for me to propose, it's long.
So basically, you think it's when the guy is just taking long to propose to do
most
himself.
of the time it is. Because let me tell you something. No woman naturally seeks out to propose to a guy. We know the formula. We know the stage. We are prepared from birth. We know the structure. Our mothers teach us. We know how it goes. But I think it gets to a point where, and some women, it's like you've had 5 kids with him. And it's okay, hello, massa, hello, sir, hello, sir, hello,
massa,
hello. And then you end up proposing. I promise you, no woman in her spirit would naturally want to propose to a guy.
I think so.
No woman.
I don't think
That's
no.
what I kind of question that
trained.
proposing,
We're
though.
trained like the white dress, the wedding day, the guy proposes to you. We are trained like that. Like that's how our mothers train us. So can you imagine that doesn't happen? The vision that you are prepared for doesn't happen. And you are now getting on your knees to propose.
But some women out there are like championing the whole, and believe me, I believe in the whole equality thing and everything, right? But some women have taken to that realm where they say, all right, cool, if a man can propose to me, I can propose to him too. Like, some women really want to do it.
Yeah.
It's like Chrissy and Jim Jones. I don't know if you guys know about Chrissy. Yeah,
exactly.
But you see, with her, she waited. It wasn't coming. And then she proposed. And they still ain't married.
And they still ain't married.
I just think sometimes everybody that's coming out to propose and then to their man, I think it's just for clout, man.
Nah. I don't think it's for clout.
You just think a woman, because I don't believe a woman would
Would you rather not tell the man that, listen, propose to me or something, rather than you
you give him an ultimatum and then the guy is like, it's not by force.
But then what if the man can't afford it, though? Can't afford the whole wedding thing? Like, he's saying, listen, the money ain't here right now, right? Let's hold this back a little bit, till we are financially good and everything. But she just want to get married and everything.
Because it's the structure of which we are raised. Do you understand? So it's like, and it depends on your culture as well. Because I know like within African culture,
hell no.
It's like, it's not,
no.
the shacking up thing, it's not going to happen. Like you can't just be living under the same household as boyfriend and girlfriend with like so many kids. Do you understand?
Yeah. It's happening now, though.
Culture's changing because 0 Fs are given now, but
you know what I'm saying? It's happening in the West, not in Africa. Bro.
Yeah, because culture. Yeah. Because obviously, with the Western way, we can shift and navigate our narrative according to how we feel like. Yeah. But I feel like in Africa, God forbid, like you will be cast like you are a witch. You are
that
can you imagine?
That witch card.
They will take
you
you
are
to church straight
in the same house as a man, and he's your boyfriend, and you have kids. Oh my God! Can you imagine? Oh, they will throw stones out your window. That's long. But here, we can do that. We can shift the narrative where it's like, oh, we're planning for. What do people say? We're planning for the future, like whatever the future holds, and you're like 6 kids deep. It's crazy. Well, it's not crazy because some people do it, but it's not.
I guess what it is some relationships when you get to some point, it's like. Proposing is like, we know we're together. Marriage is like just that paper.
Yeah,
marriage is
so
business.
People don't bother.
Some people don't. Yeah, but then that is a downside to it, right? Because it seems like you've skipped stage 1 and 2. You're now in stage 10, obviously with the kids and everything, where it should have been, okay, get married, then start a family and whatnot.
But what's the importance of that marriage?
Yeah, whose narrative is marriage
we're together, we're committed, we've got kids together.
I mean, okay, cool. I think it all depends on how you were raised, right? And I'm talking about myself. I still believe in marriage.
Okay, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because obviously I come from a family, and I'm not saying that my family is better than any other family. That's not what I'm saying. Yeah. But I'm just saying how I was raised, right, to see marriage and the importance of it. Now, obviously, times have changed now because now you're talking about prenups and divorce breakups and all that kind of shit. Because
marriage is a business.
Let's talk
about that.
For some people, it is.
For some people,
I
don't think for everyone.
Well, if you look at
you said everyone.
Marriage is a business. What it is, you pay to get married. It's not free, so it's not based on the custom of love. You pay to get married. It goes, and the money goes to the state, or in our case, it goes to the government. The government have insight into your love or whatever.
But it's always been like that, though.
Because it's always been a business. Do you understand?
Yeah, but
even the custom of love, dating years back, people didn't get married for love. What is love? People got married for business.
I think she got a point though. Years back, that's what it was.
Yes.
Because marriage has always been.
Yeah, but let's put it into perspective. I think it depends on the financial class you're in.
It was always based on financial class, yeah.
We are from Africa. We are from Nigeria, right? And which I believe this probably happens in Ghana as well, right? You see the rich family, they want you to get
married to this family,
into this rich family.
Yeah.
So you only see it in that class. In the lower class, it's normally not like that. Now they have their own issues. Their own issues is you can be walking on the road. Andrew sees you on the road, goes back home, tells his dad, "Oh, I saw Ada on the road, though." You get what I'm saying? And dad said, "Okay, you like Ada?" "Yes, I like Ada." They will go to Ada's house. "You must marry Andrew." You get me? So they have their own issues, but for the business part of it, it's mainly like the upper class that do that. You get what I'm saying? But I do agree with you that times have changed now, because now you're talking about prenups and everything. Would you get into a marriage and sign a prenup?
Yes. Oh, hell yes.
Okay, hold on. What if he's financially better than you are?
We're signing.
Would you agree to the prenup?
We are signing a prenup, but within that contractual prenup, the way
she's about to chat.
There's a clause.
So now there's going to be clauses.
Well done, sir. Well done, sir. Okay, because I know what I bring to the table.
Okay.
And if we're going to do the prenuptial thing, okay, it is going to read very well, okay? And it will read and everybody will understand.
Okay.
And it will favour whoever it needs to favour. We will all eat well. That's all I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, when marriage is long. Hello, marriage is very long, and it's
very, very long.
Come on, it's very long, and the woman brings just as much as the man, even though the man is already established. People need to understand that. People look at the man's
I think
wealth,
so too. Yeah,
and they look at where he's at then and there, and it's like, well, as the woman, it's like, what did you bring to the table? It's like, hello, like some of your ideas would have never fluctuated if I never penetrated that amount of drive and go for it and do it. There's little things that women do. So when that prenup read, it will read so beautifully.
I think
it will be like literature. It will say Christina will take 30%. God is good. Today we will eat lobster. Everybody will eat good.
Okay.
No, but that's what it should be.
No, but it's not in general though. I think you gotta put this in individual basis though, right? Some relationships or some marriages, yeah. If you really think about it, with or without the man, with or without the woman, the man would have still Jeff Bezos. You want to tell me?
No. We had this conversation.
No. Bill Gates. Okay.
No.
All right.
Not even
Bill Gates. His wife, right? His wife, now ex-wife, right? Used to be an employee in his company.
Same as
he has already made it.
But do you not feel as though there was things that she was doing backstage that you probably don't even know about? Of course she does. And the fact that she was employee means that she had access to data that we don't even know about, which means she could have pushed deals or she could have accessed data that we don't. There is, we're all well, most everyone's African here. What does the Bible say about the woman and her influence on a man? Do you understand that the woman?
Are you taking us to the church?
We have to. You have to, because there's a reason why the woman was made of the rib of the man. Do you understand? Otherwise, God would have just left you guys to just go and enjoy. Do you understand? He would have created a woman. There was no need. But he knew that the woman would hold a man in a way that no other person could. Do you understand? Otherwise, you would have created another man. You not could go and do your thing. Go and enjoy your life.
Yes, I do.
But
I agree with that.
We cannot dismiss a woman's role. Do you understand? And what she... How many relationships have you probably been in?
Let me just say, we can't count them on my and my clothes. We can't count them on both.
That's not good, first of all. But there is a reason why you go into relationships. There are a reason why you pursue women. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. There is an influence that a woman will have on your life that should drive you closer to your dreams. But that's a whole different conversation because some of you guys, you will just date.
Yeah, but depending on the woman though.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Because you guys will just date.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Depending on the woman, because just like we were saying that a woman plays a vital role and everything, it still comes down to what type of woman you have in your castle. What type of queen that you have in your castle. You know what I'm saying? Some women, you bring them in, whatever drive or your business. Goes,
but what about toleration rates? You don't talk about that, toleration. See, my prenup is going to read. So even now I'm thinking about it, it's going to read so beautiful. I think toleration rates will be like...
You know what? I think your prenup should say, you take home whatever you bring in.
No, my prenup's going to say toleration rates 5%. Fuckery 2%.
She's giving up that.
Kokonsa 32%. Listen, because there are so many things women endure in relationships. We deal with so much.
But men too, though.
Yeah, but more time is women. More time is women.
You just want to give us zero. Come into the marriage, walk away.
Why I hate this guy? Why I hate this guy? If we're having this conversation in the kitchen, they're totally different.
Let's be honest. Men,
especially this guy over here.
No, men get into a lot of foolery. Compared to women. Come on. Men, come on. Like, come on. In most relationships, even when you're not married. Yeah. Charlie, the men, they do more shit than the women. Most women
think so, though?
I believe so. I mean, listen, go back and think about your previous relationships. Yeah. What fuckeries did you do in your...
How do you know I did some fuckery?
I don't know. I'm just saying, how many relationships... How many relationships did you... How many relationships was it your fault that I actually broke down?
None.
You see your face. Sosa, you're married, didn't it?
Yeah.
Did you sign a prenup or?
Oh nah, bro.
No. Why did you not? If you don't mind asking,
bro, it's love, bro, and bro, what do I have now?
I don't want to say. That was the reason why I started drinking. I didn't want to say it.
Bro, how much I get now?
No, bro, I love your honesty though, man.
But it's true.
Sincere.
You need to be in some same bracket. Yeah, bro, you gotta be there to be talking about prenups and shit, bro.
No, but you can
I'll never do that.
But maybe he's got a vision, you know, he's got something in the pipeline. You never know.
Yeah, you can have a pre-vision of like for me, for example, I'm signing a prenup. I'm not even there yet, but I know I'm signing a prenup because I know I'm going to be rich as hell.
So if you was to get married tomorrow, you're signing a prenup.
Yeah, because I know I'm going to be rich as hell and ain't nobody taking nothing from me.
Personally, I just kind of think that when you sign a prenup, going into a relationship, right, you're basically saying it without saying it, that this relationship is not going to work.
No, you're saying I'm protecting my assets and
but
my
that's what I'm saying, though. You're protecting from what? In case it doesn't work.
Because you don't really know. Yeah, because you don't really know people. Like, I tell you, like, people... Like, I've had situations where, like, for example, I know people who've got married and then after they've got married, like, the person that they married has just gone...
Sweet.
Like, dragon... Like, they don't even recognize the person anymore. Like, people change and it's scary. And so I feel like always protect yourself just in case because people change. Like, you can't navigate people.
It's not that they just change. Some people take advantage of the whole, you know, I'm married to you, so you're not going anywhere, so I can do whatever I want.
Some people are wicked. The perfect scenario is, whenever we'll spread it and it's like, okay, I'll take what I deserve. Kind of thing, but it's just people that are greedy who want to take more and more and then take into trying to
take what you deserve.
It's so fucked up,
your own thing now.
It's so fucked up that people have never gone to the court and be like, yo, I give this person 20 years of love, I want 20 years of love back. You get what I'm saying? Like, when people break up, it's all about money. Because
that's the only thing you can take. That's the only... You can't take love back. Yeah, I don't even want it. Like, just give me the sticker and let me just keep it moving.
She said she doesn't want it.
I don't want it.
But yeah, marriage, man, it's a good...
Before you guys say marriage is a process, it's a working process. It's not... like you just get in and everything gets fixed. It's happily ever after. Now you need to work.
Experience.
You need to work. You know,
how long have you been married?
3 years.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Married man.
See, I don't even, sometimes I want to go back. I don't believe in this prenup and stuff like that because when you want to get married, you meet the love of your life. You don't even think about prenup.
So is it everyone you marry is
this generation is just? I think this generation is just effed up.
But is everybody so for example, so some people get married 3 times, 4 times. Is everybody that you've married the love of your life?
When you meet the right one, you know, if you know.
So when does the prenup come in? Because it's like, you don't do a prenup. So how do you know that person's the one in order to not do a prenuptial agreement?
That's exactly what I said.
So you just don't do it.
If you meet the right one, you know. When you meet that,
but you might think you know, but then what about them?
Yeah.
Like, what if?
Yeah,
that's it's vice versa.
You can never read someone's mind. You can never tell what they are feeling.
I believe in that. I believe in when you meet your soulmate, when you meet that right person, you just automatically click.
Bro,
people now.
This guy, bro.
Who are you trying to please out there? Who's listening to? Bro, who is listening to this podcast that you're trying to please? Because I think you're talking to someone without even calling the person's name.
I'm so done.
No, I signed with him. I signed with him, though.
This guy is meant to be a pastor. So
Which kind pastor? I didn't tell you.
What do you mean?
Bro, forget it.
No, guys, no, you speak from the heart. Speaking from the heart.
No, but there's some people that like that though. Some people that like that.
No, and it's beautiful because I feel like you love hard. You sound like a person who just loves hard. And hold on.
Don't be fooled by the innocent looks.
Tell me what's that for? She's talking.
No, but I think it's beautiful, but it's not realistic.
Why
it's just not realistic because reality kicks in.
But it is realistic though. I mean, I'm sure we've seen people that have made it. People that have gotten married without getting a prenup, and then they flourished and their marriage has been going on for decades.
But marriage is a risk. There's no guarantee.
Oh yeah, it is a risk. Yeah.
It's like what you're saying is wonderful. It's beautiful, flowers, balloons. It's all great, but it's a risk, and so it's like you have to decide for yourself, like where you stand with it, like what risk you're willing to take. Because you could do all of that, and it could be wonderful first 5 years, and then 6 years come in. Fuckery, and then it's like
but that's when people stop working in the marriage. Like my wife will always say,
definitely,
you need to work for the marriage. Because when people stop, like, oh, now go ahead, I'm relaxed, no more dates. Like my wife always giving it to me. Like,
you need to spice it up,
innit? Every now and then,
this
lockdown, like, but we still need to go on dates. Even if we don't go
rejuvenates the relationship.
But working works
listen
two
and
ways though.
Listen
the moment,
and
what if she wants to go on dates and you say, I'm not going, and you stop working? This is what I'm saying, because you can't train
then that means
the other person.
That means you don't want the marriage again.
Exactly. And then what happens to you? This is what I'm saying. So how do you then protect yourself? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but before you get into a marriage, you should know that it's a lifetime commitment.
Both.
That's the question. That is the question. Your question is,
how would you say marriage is a risk?
Exactly.
Before you get into marriage, it's not a risk. Marriage is a full-time, it's a lifetime story. Mm-hmm. You go in all the way.
Yeah.
If something
wholeheartedly.
So basically, what you guys are saying is, so how do you get married? When do you get married? And you marry somebody the love of your life, or you just marry somebody somebody you want to marry?
Yeah. That's my question.
So why don't
you can't psychologically navigate where the other. You think you can, but you can't. You can't really. You can't. This is what I'm saying. You don't have control over somebody else's psyche. 100%. You just can't. So as I get what you guys are saying, but again, like psychological control and people change and people's mindset changes. And again, there's so many other factors that can come into it, as in like communicate or, work together. But what if the other person just decides that it's not that? Like, where do you go from there? Do you understand?
I agree with you.
It is. I get it. I do understand the concept of marriage, but I just think it is a risk because you can't control the other person.
You definitely cannot, because I think you guys are looking at it from back in the day. Right now, there are so many factors, right, that are there to fight against whatever you have going on. Is a relationship or is a marriage? Obviously, you got social media, you got the media and everything. There are so many things going in and out, right? So you're talking about it's not a risk. It's still a risk because you're dealing with a human being. You know what I'm saying? You can only control what you can control. You can't control whatever that person is thinking about, whatever feelings. You can't control none of that.
Toby, when you meet the woman you love,
and no, what you need to say as well is
when you are ready for marriage and you meet that person, nobody's going to tell you this is the woman I want to get married to. And you know, women giving what women are like receivers. They reflect through the mirror. When you give a woman, I'm being honest with you. When you give
this guy is talking. This guy is talking to someone else. This guy is talking to somebody else.
So far as you do your bit. So far as you do your bit.
Everything. When you give a woman, women are like mirrors. When you give them everything. They give it back.
They reciprocate. Yeah.
So when the man,
it's true, bro. Wait, have you never met a girl?
Most women. Let's not say every woman.
Don't move the bracket right now, and that is my point.
Well, that's my bracket. That's my bracket.
Don't move the post because this guy is trying shit. This guy is full of shit. Yeah, bro. How can you say, yo? All women, you give them delicate mirror. Bro, quit the bullshit, bro. Yeah, this is the place that we always disagree, fam. Yeah, bro, you cannot. No, you cannot generalize and say, yo, this is this because we've been in a situation where you meet a girl, you love her so much, and she knows that you're a good guy, whatever. She will not give it back to you because maybe she's not into you or whatever the case is. But at the back of your mind, you're so down for the girl, you're doing all the right things. Bro, don't say that, fam. You know what I mean? You're telling lies, bro.
No, you're getting me wrong.
I'm getting you right. I'm getting you right. You always try shit, bro. You always try shit about that. You always try shit.
No. This sounds stressed now. No, this sounds really
No.
Wait till some girl do you before. No, seriously.
Nah, bro. We've had this conversation before. This guy keep on saying, right? I guess this guy always thinks that it's a one-way street. Relationship is a two-way street.
Oh yeah,
it is a two-way street.
Yeah,
but he always puts
the man in that position.
The thing on the man.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And to me, that's where I disagree with him. You got me? He always says, "Oh, if the man is doing something right, the woman no." That's not true.
Sometimes it's not. It's
not.
That is
not true.
No.
Relationship is a two-way street, man.
Listen,
that's my point.
I'm not going down. I'm just trying to let you understand that if you want to get married. If you see, men, when we know we want something, we see something we like, we go for it. That's you see. So when you see a woman that you like, depends on how you pick your moves with that woman. Depends on how you go with the woman. When you go hard on that women they need assurance. They need to be assured that.
But you forget saying it's not all women, though.
Yeah, because some women, boy, you do all of that for them, they're still like.
It's like they're in a movie. They would act until they get what they want, and then
they're gone.
You're dealing with human beings. You're not dealing with robots.
So it be like you did the next generation where they come. They get only bad women. Because there are good women.
No, there are.
No, bro. I'm not saying that they are not good women.
But why you vex?
Oh God.
No.
Mama, take our personal.
No, because we had this conversation before, when this guy, I forgot the conversation that we had, but I tried to make him understand that no, it doesn't work that way. Because when it comes to a relationship, it's a two-way street.
It's two people.
It can't be just one person. But he always puts it on the map.
Wait, let me ask a quick question. I don't know if we've probably asked this on the pod before, but has any man on this pod right now ever been heartbroken by a woman before?
Yes, I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Have you?
No, well, I would like to think I have. No. See, the thing is what? So heartbroken, are you saying what? You're heartbroken, you're crying. See what I said? There are levels to it. You see?
Girl make you cry. Girl make you go bathroom, smash.
Oh no, wait.
Mirror.
Yeah,
Has a girl ever made you feel some type of way?
How? No. See, listen to what he said now. A girl made you go under your bed, shivering, crying.
That's extreme.
Everyone has a
Okay, so that's extreme for you.
Everyone has a
Some
certain
people,
level.
that's what they do every breakup. That's what they do.
No, Mishka. Everyone has a certain level of heartbreak. Somebody they go breaking hearts. He just don't go eat for a day or two and then he's fine. Somebody go cry for like 1 month.
But the thing is, I feel like some guys will even front it off. But have you ever felt some type of where a girl has really pissed you off above? Like
no, naturally, no.
Yeah, so you have. He has.
I'm not saying no.
He has. He's trying to just because you're trying to navigate the levels.
What I'm saying is
it's all the same.
It's okay to cry. It's
okay. Don't cry down bed.
For you it is. For you, brother. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. This is for you.
This time we got like men don't cry. I'm crying.
Yo, bro, you've been heartbroken, man.
Yeah, you can even tell from the way you're just like.
No.
Because you're trying to justify it.
So if you're going to a relationship, like if you're trusting that person and it is her fault, you're going to feel some type of way.
So you've been heartbroken.
So that's what I'm saying. But in terms of crying and then saying,
hey, it doesn't matter.
That was an extreme example.
It's a heartbreak. It doesn't matter.
If you're saying that, then yes.
Yes.
I'm going to heartbreak. He's saying he's not going to cry.
Yeah, but where in the sentence was crying involved? We just said, have you been heartbroken?
Yeah, he just tried to navigate the level.
That's what you're saying. But people out there be like, heartbroken mean because we tend to.
Mishka, you've had at least one sleepless night. At least one
sleepless night. What do you mean?
One sleepless night.
Sleepless night for waiting now. Why won't you sleep? Normally I don't sleep at night. I stay up late. But once I sleep, I don't sleep. Once I sleep, I don't sleep, man. There's no heartbroken whatever. No, seriously, because you're thinking you sleep, you wake up, and then you're trying to get her back. Like, you're still believing, you can still do something.
You don't need to believe. Did you just feel a certain type of way?
No, leave that thing.
Heartbreak before. That's all we want to know. Just
heartbreak in terms of, a girl you trust.
You know what? Since you asked your question, I'm gonna ask for it, right? Because I was speaking to my friend within the week and that, would you date someone? Obviously, you're single. Would you date a man with a bad credit?
Oh hell no!
Oh my god!
Oh hell!
But how would you know?
Of course, you got the conversation, bro.
Also, you have questions about credit
on a date.
No, not on a first date.
Not on a first date.
Even after 5 dates.
Because
anyone can lie.
Because
I can hide it. I can say I don't have a credit card. How you gonna know?
All the time. You're never gonna know.
I don't have a credit card. How you gonna know?
But you can tell, sweetie. Oh, honey.
No.
Some people are good though.
No, how you gonna know?
But the thing is, are you talking again? Yeah, someone said, are you talking about first date or like potential?
No, potential.
Someone you're dating, you will know. Oh my god, you will know.
When it gets to that level, bye.
You will know. No.
But even that one, some people can hide it very well.
How would you? I don't know how you guys can say you will know. How would you know? The guy he's got a car. He's probably got a flat. How would you know?
Because you will. It will come out through action and conversation.
After how many years?
It will come out. Trust me.
He could be a very good liar.
But I think
he's renting a flat. He's renting a flat. He can say
what's always in the dark always comes to light. Like I tell you now, always, and like from my experiences, I'm telling you, you will know.
Imagine that's like 2 years down the line. But you
still find out. You
would find out, but then what would you do at that point? Because you've invested your time, your love, everything.
Sweetie.
Well, after 2 years, you're just gonna walk away.
Listen, from experience,
but not if the potential is high.
You can fix his credit.
Bro,
listen.
Credit, whatever, bad credit. You can see he's somewhere there.
How can you be somewhere there if your credit is bad?
No, come on.
No.
Okay, wait. You're 16, 17. You were doing this phone deal.
That's different though. That's different because you can, potentially after 10 years it gets written off. So after 10 years your credit gets written off and then it like resets, and so obviously that's different.
So that's what I'm saying. So you could change it.
I mean, that's different. And then after that, when it's on neutral, then you can navigate potential off of that. After it's neutral, though, it needs to be at like baseline neutral.
Okay, so if you're getting to neutral, are you still going to break up with the guy? Like, okay, it's over because
no. If it's on neutral after 10 years, it gets written off.
It's not on neutral.
It's not on neutral. But if he has bad credit over other activities. Charlie, it's long.
Yeah, but why?
Let's take this to experience. Let's take this to experience.com. Yeah, what is your level of bad credit? What amount of credit? 500, 600 on experience? What is your bad credit?
I mean,
I bet she doesn't even look at it.
Mine is on 9, and I was gonna say the number, but I was like, actually, I'm not gonna say it. But my credit is good. Mine's is in the 9s, darling.
It's green, yeah.
But I think
it's green.
It is.
They've got red, orange.
It goes excellent. It goes excellent. It goes like very good. Mine's is.
Down there.
You know what?
Okay,
but if you like someone, yeah, and you see potential in that person.
I know.
I love how Africans do this potential.
It's not just Africans.
I love it. But the thing is, this reality.
No, it's not just Africans. It's people that speak from their heart. You can
true. It is. And Africans love that. Love speaking from the heart.
Won't you help the person fix his credit? Because it could be both sides. Maybe I'm with someone, the person's credit is bad. I know how to help the person fix the credit.
But you need to be with
in there, get things in your name and sort it out. Then your credit will become better.
But the thing is,
we start.
That's based on potential and how much you trust. Because you're putting your name in people's things. You put your name in. You have to be this again. It comes down to who you are with, how loyal the person is, how much you see a future with that person. You want to put your name, because in order to build someone's credit up, you're gonna have to put your name on things in order
for the person. Yeah.
Do you know how many people have abused that trust?
Exactly.
Yeah, people have abused it.
Exactly. It's about
if you see potential in that person.
Again, if you do see potential in that person, I feel you should do it.
It's not anyone that.
Yeah, if you do see potential,
because you want to smash. I'm gonna do this for you.
And there are girls that have done that.
Yeah, but then you're saying the same thing that she's saying, bro. You're talking from your own perspective. If you see potential in the person, what if that person now turns around and takes it for a decade? That's where the problem is. You get what I'm saying? When it comes to
that's
religion,
life, bro.
Wait.
That's life.
No, but the thing is, I do agree, because I feel like I'm coming across as like anti-marriage and anti.
No.
We know that. No, I think you are a little bit. No. You've got your guy up there, like, which is good, yeah.
But the thing is, like, and obviously,
but you have to though.
But the thing is, obviously, I kind of like gauge that's how I'm coming across. But for me, like, I'm very realistic. That's how I was raised.
Yep.
Like, obviously, I grew up in a Ghanaian household, but like how I was raised was very like black and white, numbers and figures. That's how I was raised. As well. So for me, that's all I know. So for me, it's all about reality, and it's like we can do the dance in the sand and the flowers, and it's all beautiful. But what is the reality of it? And the thing is, like, I've seen people, and for me, I'll be very honest, I haven't seen many successful marriages. Even within the Ghanaian culture, I haven't seen it. It's not my experience. So because people change and people get, but it's not to say I don't believe in marriage. I think marriage is beautiful. And I think if you meet the right person, oh my God, you can build, you can, like you said. It's so.
Well,
if you meet the right person, oh my gosh, it's everything.
Yeah, the environment.
Because it's because how I was raised. Do you understand that? But I don't want to come across as like anti-marriage. I think marriage is great. I think if you meet the right person, it's everything.
I have a question.
Go on.
So was Melinda Gates the right person for Bill Gates?
And that's my point. Because I bet you, people always say, yo, when you meet the right person, right? So in the beginning of the relationship, everyone thinks they're the right person.
Yeah, but
that's what usually happens.
We don't know why.
Yeah, but why
we don't care. You guys want to start getting into
No.
But was she the right person?
We wouldn't know.
They built an empire.
Yeah.
But it comes down to what Sosa said. When you stop working on the relationship, that's when it crumbles down.
So they stopped talking on their
One person could have stopped. You never know.
And well, why does it have to be him because he's out there. So
it still goes back to what you were saying and what you were preaching. Because now, the person that you meet can be the right person for the next 30 years, but one day, they will change.
Human beings are human beings.
They can't change.
Human beings are human beings.
I don't think you can use Bill Gates. Because also, I think their marriage is very business based as well. I don't think it was love based. And there's a lot of that controversy with this vaccine and stuff.
So people out there that are not popular, they've made it to. I've heard of people that they just live together and then
like Obama and Michelle Obama, for example. That's a beautiful marriage that took work, and they were like, I've read her book twice over. She was gonna leave. Really she was gonna leave many times. They worked on the marriage. She was suicidal. She tried to commit suicide. Like they worked on their marriage and they worked on building and understanding and everything else. And I think that is a better example. And I think that is a like-minded two that you build with and you grow with. And it is a better example because she also stepped back to let him grow. And she became a shadow in order for him to...
There we go. At least we've got...
But in my defense, still, if you can't use Bill Gates, then you can't use Michelle Obama as well. Because that is still a very little percentage. In the reality of things, you said she was suicidal. How many people can get to a suicidal stage and still continue working on their marriage? It's not everyone.
You're dealing with human beings, bro.
Yes.
That's my point.
You guys are picking still the extremes.
No, you see,
you're dealing with human beings.
The thing is, when you grow up, the people you grow up around with, what you see when you're growing up, you learn a lot from that. And I feel like she just said herself that, she's seen a lot of relationships, marriage that did not work out. So you growing up, that's definitely going to be on your mind. Like I
think marriage is beautiful, by the way, guys.
No, I think it's beautiful when it is, but when it's not, then boom, everybody go their way.
Hey, Professor.
No, but that's true. Though. That's what we're saying.
You know what? This conversation was so fucking good, man. Really, really, really enjoyed it. But let's talk about you, man. Or you know what? Before we talk about you, I want to give a shout out, man. Bro, I want to give a shout out to this beautiful young.
Oh wow! Shout out Zizi though. We love you, girl.
You know what? Shout out Zizi.
We love you, girl.
No, that show was
You know what I'm saying? But
she is real.
But I want to give a shout out to this beautiful woman, man. Marianne. Obviously I don't know her, but I saw this whole thing on Instagram floating around. She's the creator of Farai. Farai, is it? Farai London. And I don't really know much about the brand and everything, but I had to read about it.
Wait, no, funny you just said it.
Yeah.
What kind of clothes does she make? I don't really know who she is like
dresses,
that.
Dresses, like floor, like dresses, like bodycon.
Okay.
Hello. No, I'm saying. When she said this, my head went to Kendo because Kendo was rocking Kylie. I mean.
Kylie was rocking out.
Kylie had
So Kylie Jenner, Meg Thee Stallion, and every influencer you can think of.
Oh, swear.
Picked up her brand.
Dress are dope, man.
She did it in 2020 in lockdown. Nobody touched her stuff when she put it out. She literally sewed and stitched from her house. Nobody touched her stuff.
Ghanaian, yeah? She
potentially. We don't know. She needs to say because potentially she does. Her last name does sound Ghanaian, and she kind of
it sounds Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Bro, you should not claim anyone.
You started this thing. Wait, you won't start now.
She might not be there. She might not be.
We're not saying Niger Day there. We've got up and coming talents. That's what I'm saying. You get me? Oh, there we go.
Virgil. It's not exactly.
Bro, Virgil is fake.
Yeah, he doesn't really represent us sometimes.
But he's still Ghanaian.
But let's still talk about Marianne because I know that people always say, why do you always say that, a black woman and all that? But that's because we don't get many opportunities like this.
My God, we don't.
We don't. You get what I'm saying? So when we see...
year as well.
Yeah. So when we see people that are doing it out there and also doing it big, it's on us to give them their flowers in that.
No, we have to.
Always.
Because every other group will always want to call out the bad things that we're doing.
Yep.
So when we have the good things, we have to call it out as well. And to me, that's the reason why, I decided to, you know what, let's give her flowers. Let's talk about her and everything. Me personally, I don't know much about her, but I've seen her dresses. Fucking dope.
Bloody expensive, though. I'm not gonna lie.
They're expensive. They're expensive.
How much?
Yeah,
because there's a
110 for like
a bodycon.
for one dress.
Yeah, you got
That's
pretty
not
little
that's
things.
not bad. That's
you
not.
got pretty little things. Boo-boo and that.
But what I will say,
Boo is mashing it,
Yeah, but
it's a lot cheaper. But what I will say is that what I love about her, because I actually posted her, so it's funny that you're shouting her out, because I actually posted her and she was like, oh, thank you, whatever. But she did it in a year. Like, for me, it's like she did it in a year. Like, people don't deep that she did it. Nobody touched her stuff. Nobody was interested. Yeah. And then a couple influencers started wearing their stuff. And then stylists started buying their stuff for celebrities. And then it was just through clout and just exposure. And then she just blew. And it's like the power of social media, the power of strangers. Because they always say that strangers will support you first before the family. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because it's real talk. It's real talk. Trust me. And I know that for myself, through my growth, it's always been strangers. Yeah. She was doing this way before all of this, and nobody fucked with it. Nobody was touching it. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, strangers came in. And now she's in Selfridges. She's in corporate white supremacy. Let's talk about it. Where it's dominant, it's the snow bunny effect. And she's been able to penetrate the fashion market, which is dominated by white people. That is big. No, she's gone. She's gone.
The only reason why, he said boo-hoo and all that, right? My own thing is, right, people go and spend money on Gucci and LVs and all right, cool. They are established brands and all that, right? Mm-hmm. But my own thing is, we grew up looking at LVs and Gucci because obviously they've been there for time, But in the next 50, 60, 70 years, hopefully she continues this. Mm-hmm. When that generation grows up and hears about her thing,
she's opened doors.
You know what I mean? She will be the big brand over there. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's what's important when we see black people and once again black people, because people always say, oh, but if the person is white, would you shout? No, because you know why? We don't get this many opportunities.
We don't.
You know what I mean? Caesar was talking about she's a singer and everything. She complained that some magazines, they wanted to do a photo shoot, and she asked them that, okay, I want to do a photo shoot with black photographers. They said no.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Because you probably might get maybe one black person like the midst of 20 or 50. And that's just where it is. So seeing her doing what she's doing right now, major shout out.
She's opened doors. Like, she's opened doors for, like, as we know, like, imagine all the African, custom made kente cloths, or do you know what I mean? Or when we wear the all the traditional stuff, all the girls that sit in their flats and sew outfits for us and stuff. That's what she's done. She's literally sat in her house and sewn dresses and got it in Selfridges.
That's how you start. You got to start.
Do you understand?
No, deep that though.
Deep
people are not deep in that. And when I put it on social media, I must have put it on social media, and a lot of people didn't get it. And I was like, well, looky here, because it means you ain't going far, because you're not understanding the psychology around it, like what she's been able to do. And she's not like a 50-year-old or 40-year-old. She's a small girl. Yeah, do you understand? She's still young. And she's changed her life in a year.
Within a year.
Year. Like, people don't understand that it is possible if you just work hard and you just
gotta do the work.
No, that's the bottom line.
And you remove the emotion, because she could have got upset that her friend Aisha or Keisha didn't want to wear her dress from South London or whatever. Yep. She just sewed her stuff, and strangers picked it up. I tell you, strangers will always support your stuff.
100%.
Always. And she's managed to change her life. Like, that's 100%. What I was saying. Because when my mum was like, oh, is she Ghanaian or whatever? It's like, you've changed your whole family's life. Like, just like that.
Just like that within a year.
Just like that within a year.
Why does it have to be like that? Why do strangers support people?
I can answer that.
Go on.
Look at this now. If I want to sell this phone now, he's my brother, yeah? If I want to sell this phone to him, he's just going to look at my face. He's not going to look at the phone. He knows me. He's like, bring the price down now. But if I go to a stranger, they are looking at the phone and what they need it for. They don't care about me.
The emotions are not there.
So far as your product that you're putting to a stranger is up to standard, you're more likely to sell it.
And you know what? To be honest with you, that's the thing with everything, and that's the reason why people just like you said earlier, your emotions don't need to be in it, because at the end of the day, your friends will always.
They will come round.
They will always look at your shit at first, like, yo, that's trash. Nah, you know what I'm saying? But until it's convenient to now support
when
it.
everyone jumps on it, then they're like, oh my God, that's my
girl. But should it? So are we saying is okay?
No,
it's never saying it's okay.
It's
and
never
call them
okay.
out and be very okay to call them out, because I've called like my people out as well. I was like, you don't watch my show, you don't support my show, whatever. And it's okay to do that. Like, call them out. Like, support is supposed to start at home. Isn't that what they tell you?
100%.
But then you realize that it doesn't actually start at home.
No, it doesn't.
It never does start at home. What ends up happening is that other people start supporting your stuff, and then it goes around. You build up clout. Clout builds you up. Oh my God, Christina, I grew up with her 10 years. And that's what started happening. Like, people started, Christina, I've known her for like 14 years. I went to college with her. That's what started happening. I was like, nigga, I don't know you. Like, don't try it. Don't try it. Because when I will even say this, like, I even called out my own brother. Because it was like, you will be... Yeah, like, you have to call people out.
You will post other people's shows.
My brother would sit in his room and watch these emails. I said, I got a whole damn show. Nigga, don't try me. Do you understand? And you have to call people out to support, but don't guarantee that they will support you, and it's okay if they don't.
Yep.
That's what you have to be okay with. Always.
And that's where the emotions come into. You know what I'm saying? You got to take your emotions out of it. Just concentrate on whatever your craft is. Keep on building it. Whether they support or not. Just go on building it. But always remember the people that were there in the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
And always bring people along on the journey.
100%.
Always. Like, this is
well,
something like
that is the tricky bit, though. So people do not. Most people don't.
And they fail. So I'm not going to say too much, but...
okay, you know what? Let's talk about you, man.
Yeah, let's talk about me.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, like you were just about to say something right now. Go on.
No, I was gonna say, like, always. I feel like the most successful business. This is some tea, like, and I've said this before on like so many platforms. Always take people along on the journey. That's how you build success.
Yeah.
If you make people feel a part of the journey and a part of whatever you're doing, whether it is you are having. Putting on a festival, or you are putting on a show, or you are trying to build whatever your career, podcast, whatever, bring people along. So what ends up happening is that if your business falls, because you've always brought people along, they will always naturally support you and they will always feel a part of it. So if you fall, they fall, and they feel inclined to support you to build you up. What you're noticing is that things that have fallen, I'm not going to say too much, but things that have fallen because they did not bring people along on the journey. Always bring people along on the journey. Whether it is you do, like, for example, if you do like giveaways where you're like, okay, I'm going to give away like 2 tickets to this person, or you always answer your DMs, or you always connect with people that support you. Always bring people along on the journey. If whatever business that you have, if you want it to have longevity, always bring people along the journey. They will come with you and they will follow you wherever you go. And when your business falls, they will always help and help you build up because they feel like they are also a part of this thing. Even when you do music with your fans, for example, I heard you have an album. When you always bring your fans along on the journey, always feed in. When people disconnect from people, that's when failure starts. 100%. And people will turn on you the moment that you fall because you never brought them along.
Yeah. But then also the tricky part of it is, right, it is great to bring people along, but they need to also have the belief system that you have in whatever it is that you're doing.
Yeah, but that's
where the problem is.
But that's what...
To get people to buy into it.
But that's what makes people a fan. Because if they don't buy into it, they were never a fan. They wouldn't even be a part of it in the first place. I feel like for me, like if we're talking about me, like that has been like the building of my kind of like career so far. Because like understand that I only started this in 2020. Like before this, I was doing psychology. I was a therapist. So I only started doing this properly, this presenting thing in 2020, the late side of 2020.
For real?
And I had 800 followers. And now I'm on like nearly 6K. Well, not that much, but
still 6K. Something like from 800.
800. So you're talking about how many in the months? because I always bring people along on the journey. This is not just about me. This is bigger than me. Do you understand? If I win, you win, you win, you win, you win, and we go together, we move as one.
Yeah.
The moment I get to where I need to be, if you help me get to where I need to be, I promise you I'm gonna open doors. And I'm gonna bring you in
100%.
like never before. And I'm seeing this a lot, like a lot of things like that we're seeing that are not going the way it's supposed to go. I'm not even trying to spill too much tea, but there's a certain festival
Spill the tea, man.
There's a certain,
I know what you're talking about.
And by the way, the show she's talking about, go and check out the Carmel Show. You go, on Younger TV.
Yep.
And
on YouTube.
On YouTube.
It's on YouTube. Carmel
Everywhere,
Show.
man.
Wait, how did you come up with a Younger TV, by the way?
Oh, okay. So Younger TV was, again, trying to get my foot in. And then I reached out to Younger, like, oh, is there any opportunities? Is there anything happening? Whatever. And they were like, yeah, come along. And I was ready to be a student. I'm always ready to be a student. And I'm always ready to learn. I was like, I want to get into the TV, like, studio productions, and I want to see how it goes. I promise you, I was there 16 hours. And I just watched how it went. And I was there. And then I went straight to the top. I went to the exec. She's a white woman. And I was like, listen, I have a show and this is what I want to do. And then, they come, the budget. And then I was just like,
numbers, man.
Already got my business plan. I already patterned this. So this is what we're going to do. She loved it. Okay, because it didn't cost her anything. It didn't cost her much. And there's not as much outgoings and ingoings. So she was like, okay, cool. And then and that's how I got my show. But obviously there was like, okay, you can only shoot on the weekends, but I already had systems in place because I already had the contacts and everything else. So it was just about getting that team, which is what I was talking about before, that team, got everybody on salary and then just shot the show and then whatever. And she loved it. And she was like, oh yeah.
Your show is banging, man.
And she was just like, yeah. And they loved it a bit too much, It kind of to the point where it kind of got taken from me if I didn't have certain documentations in place. Yeah, I had to get things like trademarked and everything else.
Yeah, man, you got to, man.
So they were trying to snatch it then.
Because they underestimated me. And people do underestimate you. Like,
of course.
I think it's like, again, and it's natural because people don't know your potential until you do it.
Yeah.
So I did it, and then it was like, and then conversations I found out were being had without me, and it was like, this show is going to be big, like this show is going to, like, she's really good, whatever. And then it was like, and then when I realized, as soon as I heard that conversations were being had, trademark everything, cool.
As you should.
You're going to have a meeting with me.
Oh yeah,
of course.
You're going to have a conversation about my show, darling. Because when you go to trademark, I'm going to have to be there, darling.
As you should.
So got everything done, got all the legalization done, and then that's how. But you really have to be like 10 toes up. You have to know your stuff.
You gotta know what you're doing.
And that's the problem. Even like, I even say that in the music industry, again, people will take if you don't know your stuff, people will try you. You have to know the music industry, the legalization. You need to know about copyright. You need to know about marketing. You need to be the boss of your stuff. You need to know your stuff. Otherwise, people take the piss.
Yeah.
And so you just have to
You are doing an amazing job,
Thank
man.
you.
You got me now. Like, I love your show. Some of the interviews that you've had and all that. Some of the guests, I'm just laughing.
The lippy one was major. Come on, tell us, how did that come about, though?
Lippy I've known for years, actually.
Oh,
so
yeah?
I grew up with Lippy. So Lippy's from Northwest, so we grew up together.
Yeah.
He used to come to my college. So he used to, and he says it, he used to jump the gate and used to come to our college.
Yeah.
And so we had the same mutual friends. But me and Lippy directly, we never used to talk because I used to find him so, like, rude. Like, he was so direct. And back then it was just like larynx. Yeah. So I never used to talk to him direct. And so we just had the same mutual friends. And it was like we was always around each other but never spoke. And then it was like years later, we just started talking and like we started reminiscing on college days and everything else. And then it was like, you know what? Come on the show and let's have this conversation. So we just sat down and we had the show, we had this conversation, and then we've been cool.
That was dope, man. That was a very dope interview. I really enjoyed it. Really, really, really enjoyed it. And the thing is, I've always liked him. You know, like I've seen him in other podcasts, like I think it's Halfcast.
Yeah,
Shoutout to Halfcast, though.
Yeah.
You got him. So he's been around and everything. Like, he's a very cool dude. But let's take you all the way back. Have you always wanted to go get into media and all that, or how did you start?
So before I was doing psychology, and I was the therapist, and I was working in an institution with kids, and I was doing therapy, therapeutic intervention. That's all I wanted to do. And obviously growing up in an African household, it's you will be a doctor, a lawyer, psychology, great. Go and be great, go and do your thing. And then I had so many issues within my workplace, so many issues. Psychology within the British institution is very wide. There's not many black psychologists, qualified black psychologists. And I had, along with me and other people, we had so many issues. I was forced to resign 2020. Racism and just along with just a weird relationship with me and my manager, who's a woman. And it was just a lot of psychological dumping, if that makes sense. So she would dump all her psychological
problems on you and all that
on me because it was just weird. It was weird. So I was forced to resign. So after I resigned, I was always doing the media stuff, but it was always in between, in between work. So and I had a radio show. So what I would do, I would go to work, finish at 4, get ready, go to radio, finish at 9, come home. And that was my routine. And I was banging it out, doing interviews in between, red carpet in between, and I was doing all of that.
That's what's up.
So after I resigned, I was presenting is what I want to do. It just makes sense. It's my personality. I've been oppressed. I feel oppressed. I'm tired. I want to enjoy life. I want to laugh with people. I want to make people happy. This is just how it has to be. But how do you make presenting into a career? Because there's a different thing where you fully get paid and really get paid because there's paid and there's paid.
Yeah.
You understand? There's paid and there's paid, right?
And there's wages.
Oh my God, there's wages. You understand? You understand? You understand? You understand? There's paid, and there's wages. Do you understand? Wages was never for me.
Yeah, okay.
I knew that I was never built for the 9 to 5. And this is a tricky conversation because when you talk about 9 to 5s, it's a very political thing.
Let's talk about that.
It's a very political
Let's talk
thing.
about that.
It's not for everybody, but entrepreneurship is not for everybody either.
Boom.
It's not. So let's.
That's my point.
Because it's a mindset.
It is a mindset. It is a work ethic. Yeah. So it comes back to it comes back to the mindset.
Yeah.
And like I always say, everyone cannot be a boss.
Not everybody can be a boss.
You get what I'm saying? Because if everyone want to be a boss, you need a support system. So who's gonna support you then?
Yeah.
If everyone is a boss. And to me, there's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5. The reason why I said that, let's talk about it, is because I was watching a show today, and some guy was talking down on the 9 to 5 people, 9 to 5 is dead. People, right? And me, I'm saying, okay, cool. Unless you're born into the family of a millionaire or billionaire or whatever, right? You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
As long as you have the ambition and the mindset to be all right, cool, I'm going to use whatever I'm getting from here to invest in whatever I've got going on, right? If you have one. Or maybe you love your job so much, right? Where you're like, you know what, this is what I love to do. I enjoy my job. I'm going to climb the ladder.
You have to be a servant as well. So you have to do a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Any boss has to be a servant first. You have to serve.
You have to.
You have to serve. This thing of being a boss from, you can't go from selling ice water to being a boss. It doesn't work like that. You have to serve.
You got to go through the process.
You have to learn, because there's things that you have to learn. You have to learn how to deal with people. You have to learn tolerance. You have to learn patience. You have to serve.
You have to learn your own business.
You have to learn your own business. Yeah. You have to learn about people because you are going to pay them. They are going to be upset. How do you deal with them? You can't dismiss them. You can't. And what people tend to do sometimes, and where they go wrong, is that they then implement a manager, and it's no, somebody else is going to deal with you. Do you understand? But let me tell you something. The most successful businesses is that interpersonal relationship.
Yeah, 100%.
It's that interpersonal relationship. And I've said this before. You have to bring people along in the journey because they have to invest in your vision. And the only way they're going to do that is if they understand firsthand. You cannot put someone as a third person. You can't put a middleman. It doesn't work like that. And that's where I've seen that people have gone wrong. So for me, it was like, I just knew 9 to 5 was not for me, but I've always been willing to serve. Like I've always been willing to work and to learn and to shadow. Do you understand? Like shadow other professionals. So I did that and I was like, okay, this is how the game goes. Okay, interesting. Okay, cool. Take people's lessons, people's failures, learn from that and store it in your pocket.
Yeah.
You did this and you fucked up. But this is how you rectify this. And this is how you learn. And so that was for me. And for me, it was always like building. And I feel like that's how you build how you're going to climb. You have to look at what everybody's doing, how they're going right and how they're going wrong. People always want to look at how people are going right, but and think that's how I'm going to succeed. But how they did it is not how you're going to do it because you're two different people, you know? So for me, it was always about serving and learning and doing the whole 9 to 5 thing and really understanding that and knowing that, okay, cool, you know what? I can't work under someone because I know too much. And you're going to be vexed with me because you're going to do something and I'm going to tell you it's wrong. And the moment I knew that I wasn't built for 9 to 5 is when my manager used to come to me for advice. And every workplace I worked in, I was always that person that you would come to for advice. I was like, I could give you advice, but I know I'm not getting paid. So this is a fuckery. You know, this is a fuck. And I knew I was being shortchanged and it's so wrong and it's so annoying. And it's like, okay, cool. But then presenting as well, like we were saying, is not something that you can have a career from it, but how many countries can you really have a big career from presenting apart from America? Yeah. America, the bag in presenting is crazy.
But then the bag in Africa is crazy though.
Crazy. Do you know when I realized the bag in Africa was crazy? When I looked at all the Big Brother lot. Yeah. Erica. Yeah. Ninge, I don't know if you guys watched. Did you guys watch Big Brother Nigeria?
No, I did.
Ningi,
yeah.
Kidwire was always. Kidwire was always rich, but Erica and Ningi are multi-millionaires from going on Big Brother. Katie Price is not a millionaire from going on Big Brother.
Like
understand?
No.
Dollars. No, and the dollar is higher than the pound. Yeah, so understand that the dollar is higher than the pound.
That was what I was telling.
Well, now it's not.
We had someone come here one time, right? He's fucking great, right? And I think that's a market that most British people have not really tapped into.
What, Nigeria, wherever?
The entertainment industry
within Africa.
In Africa, because I wanted to say that to Femi. We had him here now.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
he's doing great. He's doing great. But at the back of my mind, I'm thinking, yo, if you could just go to, let's say, Nigeria for a year.
I've said this before. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just go to Nigeria for a year.
It's not easy though.
No, that's fine.
No.
It's not easy.
It's all click.
Don't forget
wherever you're coming from, they don't want to know. Most of the time, they don't want to know.
As long as you got the bag, right? Let me tell you how it works. As long as you can't just go back there and be like, hey, hello.
Why shouldn't you though? You should be able to go and be like,
you know it is in bro. You know it is in Africa, innit? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As long as you got the bag.
Charlie, but even if you've got a bag, they go fit chop that bag, make you do your thing. They go fit chop that money, you know, get anywhere. If you don't have the right connect, you can't. You need to have connect. It's not just about the bag. You need to have the right connect.
When you get back, you get connect. Africa.
See,
even the connect you get, they won't chop your money. Some of them won't chop your money.
Yes. But this is my point, Kojo, yeah? If you have someone on the inside, of course you gotta have someone on the inside, right? Now, you have the bag. They come from UK or they come from US, right? You get that swag and everything. You get someone on the inside where no people. You know what I'm saying? Where people respect and that. Bro, that's the most important thing, fam. Fam, you will rake it big. See, the problem is
how many people have got that though?
People
can be great.
You know, some of them have tried. You know, a lot of them have tried.
No, most of them have not. You'll be surprised. Most of them are not. I'm sure someone like Femi, right? I don't know if he has tried or not. I don't know, right? But I believe with the materials that he's making, bro,
he should be able
if he can get into Netflix and sell his movie to Netflix and make money.
No, Nollywood now. Yeah, Nollywood should be easy peasy.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
The only thing is, right? Sometimes it's the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're here. You grew up here. This is comfort zone. You gotta step out of that comfort zone. And a lot of people don't have it in them to step out of that comfort zone.
If you go, definitely, it be business. Definitely ask chopping go day, but still you go penetrate.
You go penetrate, bro.
You go chop ass, but you go penetrate. See, if you're talking about Africa, right? You know how get respect when you're coming home. You're coming back home. That respect already there.
Bro,
that one they already did. Some go chop, but it be business. So as you penetrate, you go.
Bro,
and as long as you've got content to you can deliver. Bro, it's not like it's all fast. It's not fast.
There's fucking money back home. All the people you go do, you go Ghana all the time.
But some of them
too make money from Ghana and from outside.
But don't forget, maybe into the kind of things he's putting out there is not what Africans would actually enjoy. Buy into.
But this is the thing though. He's not just.
Well, he's a creative person.
Exactly. He's a director.
Time though. I mean, he's grown up here. This is what he's adjusted to.
The content's already in Africa. He has a structure around him. The content. He doesn't even have to have content. The content is already there. There are people in Africa that want to give you these ideas,
bro.
But they don't.
Let me tell you something.
They don't have anything.
I think the 3 things that you need in Africa, looking in from the outside. Yeah, obviously you need the bag. Yeah. 2, you need the cosign, meaning someone who's already in there. Yeah,
need to boss
that people respect. You get what I'm saying? If you have someone already in that industry that people respect, like, you know, if everybody see the person, they be, hey, Baba, what's up with that? But now, you know, once you get that, bro.
So what do you do when you don't have that? Because most people don't.
That's when you have to do the legwork.
That's the problem.
So it starts by getting the bag, then you go to getting the inside person.
You get the inside person first.
You gotta get the inside person.
You have to get the inside person first because the bag they will finesse you.
They will finesse you. Yeah, like you need the inside person.
I mean, even yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Like you need the inside person.
They will treat you as a. I know.
Have you experienced that in?
I know people who have gone who have had big. Not big careers here, but decent careers here, who have gone back home and they try to treat them like a small person. And it's like, no. And
but you can say as a small person.
From the ground up. And it's like,
environment, so you don't know what's going on.
And that's what you were saying to me before. Like, he was saying to me, like, as much as you've navigated yourself here,
you need a cosign.
You need to navigate yourself. Like, when you need a cosign over there.
It's a new world.
You need a cosign 100%. And talking about because you were talking about the whole psychology thing and all that, right? Let's divert this whole conversation to, you know, I need to let all this out of me.
Well, so is this what is this?
Red therapy, not blue therapy. Red therapy.
Bro, you know what? It's so funny that you talked about blue therapy.
Jamal's from Ghana, you know. Yeah. He's Ghanaian.
He's a sweet boy.
He's so funny.
Oh, I don't.
He's Ghanaian.
Yeah.
It's so funny that you said it. Like that wasn't what I wanted to talk about because I wanted to talk about Los. Los is Jay Huss's
ex-girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend or whatever the case.
I didn't together.
I need to go. Is this ex now?
He got his ex or whatever the case. So that was what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, when I say what's the thing about women, right? Because she was talking about she prefers
bad boys
to good guys.
Is Jay Huss a bad boy though?
But that's what I'm saying though.
Why do
women?
I don't think he.
Why do women always say that they want to go for bad boys?
He's a bad boy.
He's a bad boy. Guilty.
Yeah,
I don't want to say my guy.
But that might be an act. That might be an act though. That might be the perception he's trying to put out there.
Does he put out bad boy?
No, but
does J House put out bad boy? I don't get bad boy from J House. You know, I get I think he's very clever.
He's a very clever dude.
He's very he's conspiracies and theories and I think he dumbs it down. That's what I think he dumbs down. I think he dumbs down his intelligence. I don't know about
Oh, so you think there's something hidden there? I've never had someone like, because obviously you just check their house to, with, that bad guy. But I'm thinking, because she's coming from.
He's done what?
But he's been inside, hasn't he?
He's been inside where?
So, because he's been inside, he's a bad boy.
No, but he's been about.
He's been about.
No, but he's been about. No, he's been about.
About where?
He's been about, he's been on road.
Allegedly, though. Allegedly.
But
we don't know.
But isn't that the society norm of the UK, of London?
But,
how many people are not on the roads?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not saying it's a big deal.
How many people don't start off on the roads? That's how you start off here. Because society is hard.
Yeah.
Okay, but then again, that's just
but my question
what I know. So
my question is, why do women always say, yo, I'm into bad boys, it's all the good guys or whatever, and then you lot turn around, and blame all men. All men are dogs.
Listen.
All men are this.
All them women that do all
you can be a bad boy and not be a dog.
But what is a bad boy though? What's the context? What's a bad boy? Different bad boy for different people. Bad boy for her might be a very good scent for you. A bad boy for her might be what? Devil for him.
Listen, let me tell you something. Yeah, this bad boy thing that we do. After you hit 25, it's long.
It's long.
What are we doing? 25, oh, bad boy, I love bad boys. Go and work and read a book. At 25, nobody has the patience to be dealing with bad boys. I'm surprised at her age that she's still talking like that.
How old is she?
24, 20. Do you know what I mean? She's hitting that 25 peak. It gets to a certain point where... what are we talking about now? In college, when we were 18, 19,
it's fun,
I've said this before somewhere, that yes, we used to date roadmen.
Yeah.
Yes, we used to date fraudsters because that's what we knew as the norms of money. Those were the niggas that were getting money. So that's what we knew. When we hit 25, go and work and get a job because those kind of things don't stabilize you.
Yeah, 100%.
But also, from that way she was talking, she was reading a book. From what I remember.
Yeah.
She was reading the book and then she was saying that, I like my money. Listen, but she likes excitement. And she likes, some people like the joy of the trauma, of the heartbreak. Some people feed into that.
Yeah.
But it will have negative ripple effects, especially as a woman carrying a child. Because that is you are transferring that trauma into your child. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You cannot have that narrative after 25. Even 24. You need to, at some point, darling, we need to grow up.
Yeah, but then do you think that someone transferred that trauma to her as she was growing up? Maybe
I don't know.
The area where she grew up in.
I don't know.
Because sometimes, some people grew up in a way where that's what they know, that's all they know, and they think it's life.
From what I've heard, at that age, you should have learned, from your mistakes or from where you came
household.
from and what's important.
Yeah, I swear she comes from from what I've seen. She's done a few IG lives where she talks about it, and I've seen it where she talks about. I don't know. She comes from a 2-parent household. I don't know. She comes from she's mixed race. I don't know. So her story is different from our story. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I do get it, but that loving the thrill from a bad boy and then it implements trauma and then you go on social media and you rant and it builds clout and it's a vicious circle. Yeah. You get buzz and then if you're smart, if you're smart, you navigate business. If you're not, you just...
Most of them are smart now though.
If she's smart, I've seen her before when I was in Manchester, I think, and she was in the street anyway, and she was doing club hostings.
Right.
And I was like, okay. And I was saying to my friend, oh, she's smart. She's used the clout to get bookings. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. And you navigate business and you do that. But do you know how psychologically that affects you?
Yeah, that's
if you're using clout to navigate a check.
Yeah, no, because that's like a drug. You will always come back for the high.
Clout is a madness, especially for this London.
Yeah.
Because that's how people build businesses. That's how people navigate their lifestyle.
That's if you work for you though.
Because as black people, that's all we have. Because corporate don't want to touch us. Again, that's what we were talking about. They don't want to touch us, so we have to be dating the who's of the who's, and we have to be doing it's if I even get into the stories, I've had proposals of date this person and you'll do this but I don't need clout. What we do, that's not that is so psychologically damaging. Like, how do you build a whole business off of that? That's so messy. That's messy.
That's crazy.
And you're in the blogs, and then you're in the blogs. That's where you want it to be. Yeah. But then someone comments someone negative, and you're upset, and then you're ranting, and then it's all long.
And then mentally, innit?
Brother, can I just sell my lip gloss and be happy? And just sell my lip gloss, you like it, lips are popping, and let me be free.
But then this is the thing though, you know, I always say this a microwave era. People don't want to go through that process of trying to build their shit. People don't want to go through that and build their shit. You know, and go through the process and the grind. They just want the fast route, you know, and that's fast where life. You go after the clout. You know?
But if the clout is available for you to,
but let's not say that she didn't love Huss. Let's not say that
she probably did. I don't know.
We don't know. Yeah. She probably did love Huss, and it didn't go the way she wanted. But also it's come out in the blog that she was dating that guy from Hollyoaks.
Okay.
But again, it's like, let's not say that she didn't love Huss, but at the same time,
you can't listen. At the same time, you can't be 24, 25 talking about
bad boys.
You know, but I'm into the whole bad boy thing or whatever.
You know, bro. Let me say something. I wanted to say something. You know, right now, degree holders are looking up to bad boys. Because they got everything now.
Who's the bad boys though?
The F boys.
Talking about like, especially like the artists, like drill artists, and the way they're
because we want. I
would say it's music, so it's entertainment. So some could not be living that life. It's just trying to
sell sales. All right, marketing strategy. Okay, cool.
I'm talking about it. F boys.
When you say F,
so who's the F boys?
Some people think you mean
fraud the fraud boys.
Fraud. It is fraud. F is fraud. Come on.
No, he's talking about fraud.
What's F boy?
No, that's what it is.
Okay,
that's what it is.
I'm talking about the fraud boys. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But fraud boys, degree holders looking up to the fraud boys.
No, fraud boys don't make money, darling.
What?
Fraud boys don't make money.
No, maybe the fraud boys don't make money.
No. Nobody. But listen, the road life is long. It's over now. How many people are allegedly on the roads claiming the roads now? How many people claim the roads now? Because you don't make money from the roads. How many? How much money do you make from a key?
Said the same thing.
How much money do you make from a key now?
But that's what I'm saying though.
No, I'm not talking about trappers. I'm talking about.
He's talking about
419.
But how many times does that hit though? How many times does that hit? Let's be honest. How many times does it hit?
Boys, they
Hold on.
Do people still 419?
Oh yes, people still do it.
This is Carmel Show.
No. But see, most of the guys, most of the boys, what they do, I know the talk said they know the hammer. Listen to waiting at the talk, right? Most of them guys, they fit try 3 months, 6 months, nothing has come in.
Yeah, but when they hit that one, there we go.
About 1 million, bro.
Let him land.
I don't know.
Okay, so
about 1 million.
When they do it
for London,
they talk now.
Wait, guys. Are we talking about here? Are we talking about
here? About the States? About Africa? Everywhere?
Because the thing is, I know that Africa. That's where we're talking. Now, if that's what we're
even here,
cards, I don't know that people do that.
$1 million cannot just come into your account.
A million.
But
it doesn't just come here. It goes through a whole process.
Yes,
Toby, boys, they make peace.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, what?
You know see. But this is my point though.
People they make money.
No, people they
leave
make
that
money.
thing.
No.
It's what you know.
No.
I think it's what you know because I don't know.
People are cashing out every day.
People are cashing out.
I think it's a situation where we don't know that life. I think they're talking about.
Because me, I know
because for me.
All right, let's take it. It takes someone. It takes a fraudster 5 years to make $1 million. You go university, everything, bro. PhD, whatever you people call it.
Don't even use a uni student. Someone that's
how long is it going to take you?
Trying to get into the music industry. Someone that's trying to get into the music industry and all that. It could take him 10 years to actually come out with one single that's played on every radio station.
Of that person seeing a
what is the
million in his
percentage?
life?
My question to you is, what's the percentage, right? Yeah, what is the percentage, bro? The thing is, right, when they heat, yeah, obviously the news will be there, everybody will know, right? But they don't heat all the time.
Yeah, I know they don't heat all the time. But even if you get,
so okay, if they hit, where does the money go? Because you have to clean that. Right?
Yeah, but there's so many ways.
You're not putting that
we are not in the comments. We can't say anything. But there's so many ways to clean the money.
This must be a life that me and Toby don't know about.
Probably don't know about it.
I don't know.
Because I know about. Because the thing is, for me, I'm thinking. The first thing I'm thinking is.
Say last week.
Yeah, the first thing I'm thinking is you're gonna have to clean that.
Yeah, but there's so many easy ways to clean the money
through clothing, like a shop or laundry, right?
But the thing is, you can buy
again. So we must not know about that life. Because, we don't know about that life.
I don't know about that life.
I don't know how you.
I'm sure he knows about that life.
I don't know how you.
I'm sure he does.
I don't know about that.
I tell you, bro. So more just make it clear. I don't know about that life.
We all don't know about that life.
Of course we don't. Do you know about the life? What do you mean? You know about the life?
You just said you don't know about it.
Of course I do not.
I don't know because I think this conversation. Because for me, when I heard the figures, I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, how do you clean that? How would you?
Exactly.
But let's be real. No, there are people.
It is very easy.
Yeah, but we don't know about that life.
Yeah, we don't know about
that. Was for here. I knew that back home.
Even here, even here, I'll just say that. No, even here.
Like, wait, hold on. Do you know about the life?
I don't know about
Somebody
it.
here knows about it. Somebody here knows about this life.
I'm working with you.
Nobody does.
Alright, cool. Talking about the psychology thing again, because you brought up blue therapy. I've never watched it.
Oh,
but
bro, you missed it out.
I know. I've never watched it, right? But I saw a clip on IG and all that. Yeah, I think this guy, whatever he was going through with his girl, and he came back to. I think he said that she's getting fat or something like that.
Paul and
That's
Choma.
Paul Bridges. Shout out to Paul.
Shout out to
Paul Bridges, my G.
Not my G. Not my G. Not my G.
Paul is Ghanaian. Paul is Ghanaian.
Is he Ghanaian?
Paul is Ghanaian.
That's even more of a shambles.
He's street, my boy. He's street, man.
Everyone.
No.
Savage.
No.
But my point is though, yeah, why is it that whenever a man, why is there beef? Whenever a man tells his girl, yo, why one? You know, you're adding some weight or something. What's going on?
How many?
Please, hold on.
I'm not doing this conversation.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And I respect that because
what is the best way for us to say it?
How many guys are gonna have the balls enough to say to a girl that you're putting on weight? First of all,
not just a random girl. You're talking about
your girl.
Your girl.
Is that how you feel?
Is
that how you feel? Is that how you feel?
I'm gonna find a way to say it. I'm not just gonna say.
Yeah.
Like,
you got fat. We ain't gonna.
No. Bro, no matter how you try to curve it. There's always gonna be a beef.
There will be some sort of beef.
But that's what I'm saying.
I'll feel okay knowing that I've found a way to tell you. Because especially when the woman keeps saying, "Oh, I don't want to get fat," "Oh, I don't want to." Do you get what I mean?
So how are you saying it?
So how are you saying it then,
babe? Come on, like watch what you're eating.
Which one is come on? Which one is come on?
Let me switch.
Wait, hold on.
It's just like your girl telling you, "Yo, darling, you know you were rubbish today."
In what? Rubbish today in what?
No, that's different.
It's the same thing, bro. How are you gonna take it?
No, that's different.
It's the same thing. She's gonna hurt your feelings.
Let's not talk about each other.
Yeah,
talk.
She's gonna hurt your feelings. Yeah. When she says that, and you know how we are, guys, like, they told me I was rubbish. What am I gonna do next? So it's the same way. You need to find it.
It's not gonna hurt my feelings when she says, "Oh, babe, today you didn't do it well." Cool. what can we do to improve the sex life?
Wait.
Okay.
It's different from it's different from if she said. It's different from if she said, babe, your prick is too small. Excuse my language. That's different. You can't change that. That one is the size of your thing. You can't change it.
No, you can't. Enlargement. Go.
Fuck that
Dr.
shit.
Miami. Dr. Miami.
What do you say?
So your girl now tell you say, boom, you're not. And what in your mind you thought, oh, bruv, I must have taken her to Poundland.
If you tell me, say it.
And then wait, and then later she says, boom, that Poundland now. £1 shop, bro. £1 shop. So you're not gonna feel some type of way.
I would feel some type of way.
Yeah,
I will. But then I'll respect the fact that she's told me that. Because I'm probably doing it thinking I'm pushing my all, I'm doing my all, I'm satisfying her when I'm not. I'll like the fact that she's told me that, oh, babe, you didn't do it right, or I didn't enjoy it this time. Let's change it. Let's switch it up. Then we switch it up and all of that.
Saying it
Listen,
now,
if my woman is getting
from...
fat and I don't find her attractive, I'll rather find a way to tell her than leave her to get fat and then I'll not find her attractive and go and cheat on her. It's as simple as that.
You see?
I'm not saying I'm going to do it.
When you pull that card, then...
No, it's true. I want my woman to be attractive to me. So I'll find a way. I'm not just going to say, babe, you're getting big, blah, blah, blah.
No, but people change. So people
no. You can have Beth and, it will change your body structure.
I agree with Toby.
No.
How you tell them they find it.
No matter how you try to sugarcoat it. This is my point. No matter how you try to sugarcoat it, yeah. I'm not talking about you gotta be a dickhead about it, but no matter how much you try to sugarcoat it, there is gonna be a beef. But then this is the flip side of the coin, right? Why should it be a beef though? Because if that girl or if your girl, right, knows that you're not attracted to the big thing and the fat girl, whatever the case is, right? And she's really into you like that, and she loves you, and obviously you're being respectful about it. Is she not supposed to do something about it?
Fear men, ladies, fear men, because men.
Because if I know that my girl, because if I know that my girl, yeah, likes me, ripped, going to the gym and everything, right? And then I get lazy and start getting fat, having pot belly and all these kind of things, right? And she tells me, if I love her, I should be able to do something about it.
But if she says, I love you no matter what, this the way you are.
Yeah, that's what she said. She said she don't mind the way you look. She still loves you regardless.
First of all,
but if you have a problem with it, unless you don't have a problem with it, there are many men out there that don't have a problem with their woman's size. I don't care if she's big, she's slim. Do you get what I mean? If you don't care, then that's fine. But if you do, then you need to find a way to, to...
First of all, ladies, on this, fear men, because men are crazy. As you can see in this room.
Hold on.
Fear men.
Drum roll.
Fear men, because I'm your representative here, ladies and gentlemen. Christina Carmel, I am the only female in this building, and I am shooketh. Okay. I am shooketh. I'm sad. I am disappointed. Because when you meet a woman skinny or slim or slim thick, if she puts on weight, it is not of her. Let me explain.
Okay.
There are probably reasons of why she has put on weight. Do you understand? Which is not just deliberate. So the fact that you guys are just like, I don't like fat girls. I don't like this.
No one said. No one said. Don't get us wrong. No one said. We just need to put it out there.
You
no one said they don't like a fat girl or this like that.
But it's the tone. It's the tone for me. The tone scareth me because it scareth me because
don't be scared.
I'm scared because, like, for example, someone like me, I'm very slim. If I was to put on weight, it's either because I've had childbirth and I've put on weight, which I know I need to lose, but give me time. I've just given birth to your child. Give me time to lose that weight.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
I'm going through something. I'm on my period, right? we put on weight when we're on our period. We eat excessively to obviously with the blood flow. Give me time to lose that weight. Have that understanding that if you met me skinny, there's obviously some factor of why I've put on weight.
But I'm saying, is there anything wrong if the man brings it to your attention? Is there anything wrong?
But would you, if you know me, all right, as Salsa was saying, we're connected, you understand me, I am the one. Would you not know that something is not quite right, of why I put on weight?
But you want to talk about it. Because I want to tell you that you're gaining weight, so I'm trying to tell you in a nice way.
We can have a nice oh my God, yeah, please. We can have a nice conversation about it.
But that's where the problem is, though. Once you bring it up,
but I would hope
a lot of people, their back just goes to the wall.
Because I would hope that you would understand, though.
Yeah, I understand, but I'm trying to let you know.
But then it's up to the woman to make him understand. But a lot of women just don't want to have that conversation.
It's a very difficult conversation, my love. If I want to be slim thick and I'm out here trying to look at Beyonce and you're coming to tell me that I'm fat because of factors of which are not of me, God.
You know why? Okay.
It's like me saying to you, Brad, you're not hench. Well, go on, you're going to the gym, you're paying.
No.
Yeah. Nigga, what? The benches are not benches.
What you're paying not benching you now? Your dead weight are not
protein shake is long. Your protein shake is trash. You guys would get so vexed.
The examples you're using are things that are far beyond the woman's control, like childbirth and all of that.
What is it?
If it's not nothing to do with childbirth.
If it's just natural, she's eating. Okay, cool. If she's eating, by all means, please have that conversation. But please be delicate. Because even if she's eating, trust me, there is some psychological reason. Yeah, it's not just she's eating because the fufu tastes nice. Please, please understand. It's not just because the cakes is creamy. Understand that women go through so many stages in life. If we are eating, there's always a psychological reason for it. So move with delicacy, move with tender.
What if she just loves eating?
Well, then you marry the big thing, bro. Then you're with the big thing. You're with the big thing. You're with the big thing. You're with the big thing.
Just accept it.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, because at the end of the day, right? My boy's going through it, right? I'm not gonna say his name
because you're the big thing.
I want to know who
no. So he was with his girl and everything. When he met her, whatever, she was obviously slim and whatnot, right? And now she's like always eating and all that, right? I kind of feel now he's spoken to her about it in a respectful way, but he said that whenever they have that conversation, it becomes an argument
because she's going through something.
You know what I mean? And he's even said, listen, I can pay for a personal trainer. You got me? Or do you want to come to the gym with me? Come to the gym with me. You got me saying, but for somewhere it's just this
because
whole thing.
She's going through something.
You got me? It's just the whole thing going. But my point is, right? I think in a good relationship, you should be able to state whatever your displeasure is. If that's a displeasure of yours, right? Say, hey, this is it. And so can she. Let her say whatever.
What she dislikes.
Yeah. Whatever it is.
I think the problem.
I don't think it shouldn't
be a problem.
But for some weird reason, that conversation about, hey babe, what's going on? Because I think blah blah blah. What do you mean what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And it becomes this issue
because she's going through something. She's going through something.
Because at the end of the day, if I know that my girl, this is not what she likes, right? And I love her, I want to keep her. I'm gonna make my effort, right, to obviously do it.
Yeah.
But for the weird reason, just like you guys say, okay, well now you're with a BBW, and now that will now make the man. You know what I'm saying?
No, but there's nothing wrong with BBW though.
People love BBW.
I think a lot of people get too comfortable, overly comfortable,
and then defensive.
And then defensive, true. Because we've been together 2-3 years, I'm thinking, where are you going? Even if I get a pot belly, and then where are you going? Well. And then the woman also think,
it happens to men.
Do you get what I mean?
It's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's right, but I think that's the main reason why people just get too comfortable. But I think communication is key. The way you communicate to your missus is very, 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 very important.
100%. 100%. I agree with you on that one. Because it happens to men. Like I know some uncles. They were fit. They were fit before they go into the relationship. And now you see my man, before he walks into the door, you've already seen his belly.
But the money long though.
You got me his belly.
The money long though.
My man, when he looks down like that, he can't even see his prick anymore, bro.
They don't care though. They don't, because the money long.
That's it.
They don't care. We're saying the open question is what? It's because you're obese. A good enough reason to break up. No, not obese. Okay. Okay, no obese.
Bro, you should stop drinking before podcast.
No.
We never said obese.
Okay, fine. If you're overweight, since you guys want to butter it down, if you're overweight, if you're overweight, is that a good enough reason to break up with your partner because you're overweight?
No, it's not.
But it's if that's not your thing though. Now you're suffering in there.
Hey.
But it's not
No. Wait, hold on, because this whole obese and suffering, it just doesn't hear well.
No. I'm not talking about just women. This is not gender specific.
Of course. No,
this is not gender specific, right?
Both ways.
I'm talking about both ways. Let's assume that you used to be this guy, and for whatever reason, you now became this other guy, and she's telling you, yo, listen,
you need to fix
what's going on, and you're like, listen, we're in this relationship already. You gotta tell me, you should love me, whatever.
Do you know what I think?
Now you're making her suffer in it because she's not into it.
I think people need to listen to understand before they listen to respond. That's what it is. And so if someone's coming to you as a man, if a man is coming to you and they say to you, like, girl, you getting a bit like big or whatever, listen to understand. Don't listen to respond. And then you can communicate. Someone said communication. Communication is key here. Delicate, like be delicate.
Preach on.
And understand. And if we're one and we're together, if my man is gonna communicate to me that I'm getting a bit big, I should know him enough to understand that he's coming from a good place.
Yep.
And it's not malicious. And it's not.
He's seen someone else and trying to.
Yeah, he's not trying to compare. Unless
he just wants the best for you.
Unless he is, girl, because we know. Because the streets be talking. These fake queens be coming in the thousands. The glow up be real. But I think just understand that he's coming from a good place, and it's not. I was gonna say it depends, but it's coming from a good place, and just everybody needs to listen to understand. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. You know what?
Oh wow.
What?
Okay.
Drink water. You
know, because the thing is, I saw the clip with the blue therapy thing, and which I need to get into that because everyone's talking about. I've not watched one bit of it. It seems like it's a very good show. So it's a very good one.
It's a good.
But just like obviously she said, it's all about communication and understanding, man. You get what I'm saying? When you communicate, hopefully the person understands and that, But apart from that, man, I don't know what the fucking time is. What's the time right now, bro?
It's late.
Is it?
Late. Yes.
Should we go on? Because we still got shit to talk about, bro.
I think it.
We still got Didi and J-Lo, bro.
I think Christina needs to come on next time. When are you coming on? You need to come on next.
The
vibe was good still.
We just got carried away. We've been too carried away.
We need to get that vibe again.
We'll do part two. We'll do part two.
Yeah, we'll do part two.
Let's do part two.
All right, cool. I hear that still, man.
That's why I hear part 1 and part 2.
Yes. So 3 and 4.
We need to do the part 3 now, yeah? 3 and 4. Listen, Christina, man, shout your show for people to know about your show.
Yeah, so you can find VIP Unlocked, which is on YouTube. It's now finished on Sky 186. You can find it on YouTube at Christina Carmel. We are 9 episodes in. Watch out for season 2. Make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. And Yeah, just catch me. Like, the journey is about to be hella's real now.
100%,
different.
100%.
It's always exciting when we have a woman on the show.
Queen, bro.
Yeah,
queen.
Yes.
Get it right, bro.
Yeah, queen. All right, calm down. All right, it won't be
You don't want to shout at me because they believe in marriage.
He's like, exactly. But apart from that, man, shout out to all the viewers. Shout out to everyone fucking with us. Check out our podcast on YouTube, FOTV Network, and follow us on IG, Fresh Off the Boat Pod.
Subscribe,
man.
Follow the page on
support us, man.
IG. Come on, support, comment, like, comment, like.
Yo, and my album too, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Plug your album, man.
Yo, spit some bars, innit?
No, I don't. You can hear my music,
man.
Yeah. I just dropped my album, Life Cycle. I've been working on it on and off for a good few years. You can find it on YouTube, SoundCloud. I've got some real talented musicians on there, singers, rappers from Manny, except for one guy who's from London, but check it out, man. It's about things that are happening in your life and experiences and stuff, so I hope you can relate to it, but, lyrical stuff, conscious music, nice soulful stuff, man. So
catch me on his next album, yeah. Catch me
on
his next album.
I've got other stuff this year, man. So I'll just be throwing stuff out, man. But, just supporting it, like,
Man, we got a superstar in the house, bro. What do you mean? Come on,
And where can people hear it though?
Yeah. So this album is on SoundCloud and YouTube. And then I got other stuff on Spotify, but there'll be more stuff rolling out. Yeah. Cool, check my Instagram, the link's in the bio. But if you type a journey on SoundCloud and YouTube, you'll find it there, man.
That's what's
called
up,
Life Cycle.
That's what's up, bro.
Life Cycle.
You know what? The next episode we're gonna have on everything, we'll just play some tunes from it, bro.
Yo, man, man. We can play. I can explain about what the song's about. Talking about stuff. People are lost. People experience depression, blah blah blah. So
no. But he owns it, right? No. He owns it. So as long as
I don't own it.
Oh yeah. You don't.
No, that's why I don't. The instrumentals. The instrumentals I don't own. But I've got producers. So like another album called Divine that I did. That's a lot of like love songs and stuff like that, and things that you do when you break up or you meet a girl and she's like got you on top. But I've got other producers.
Ownership, own everything.
Yeah, 100. So I'm gonna redo this life cycle again, just like I'm doing with my boy, the architect, on the Divine. So all the stuff will become more like exclusive, like no stuff. No
copyright.
Exactly.
Yes, we hate that shit.
Yeah, cool. Exactly, man. But deep it.
No, but of course, but let them listen to the Life Circle, man. Listen to that shit. I don't care if it's copyright or whatever. Listen to it.
Just enjoy it. Get away from the trapping and the rest of it. Just enjoy
it, bro. You know what? I was actually thinking, I think we should start doing this. All the up and coming artists and there. If you want us to play your music at the beginning of the show.
What about me? I'm up and coming.
No, up and coming artists, and then play for you. Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah. Listen, up and coming artists. If you want your music to be featured on the podcast, have an email. Shut up an email. Send your music through an email. Email your music through. They will pay your music either at the beginning or the end of the podcast, and you can get your promotion, your marketing and stuff, and you can get money.
Yeah, 100% like that.
Listen. You know what? She's plugging us in right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Send your music to FOTBpodcast@yahoo.com.
Or just slide into our DM on IG. Fresh Off the Boat Pod on IG, and then we'll get back to you.
100%. Listen, at the beginning of the show, we will play your music, right? And obviously shout you out. That's gonna be the music of the week, right? Yeah. So in the beginning of the show, the music of the week by so person. That's how we're gonna intro the show. And the next week we'll do the same. All the up and coming artists or everyone else that want our music played on this show. Shout outs, man.
Repeat the email.
You go, I'm saying the email FOTBpodcast@yahoo.com. Yes. Or shout us out, slide into the DM Fresh Off the Boat Pod on IG, and obviously we will talk and tell you where we want you to send it. You know what I'm saying? But we are here to support everyone. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we are all we have.
We are all one.
Blessed to have you on the show today.
You know,
yes.
It's so great to have you, man.
I am definitely coming back. I had so much fun.
Listen, this is all about banana.
When we partying with a barbecue on the
Hey, Charlie. First of all, wait, hold on, wait. 2 promises. First of all, DH link up, because everybody said they're going to go DH, yeah?
December, innit?
DH December, yeah?
This Christmas, 100%. 100%.
December,
everybody, yeah?
100%.
DH link up. I've said this already. Everybody has asked me, like, Christina, where can I find you? I'm going to be in GH. So if you want to find me, that's where I am.
100%.
And then, before then, the weather's looking nice, guys. So we having a barbecue.
Holiday tomorrow. What are we doing? What
we doing?
Outside is open, you know.
Like
outside is open.
But we're looking at 23, like 21 to 23 degrees all week.
Yeah.
We need a motive.
We need a motive.
Like, I go on back garden. Or you know what? We should organize and just go out for like drinks or something, bro. I'm open to wherever we want to do, man.
It's packed.
Charlie, we'll organize Fresh Off the Boat barbecue.
We need like our own private.
Bro, I got big
garden.
Wait, who has the biggest garden?
Big rooftop balcony,
bro. I've got basket garden out there.
Wait, the camera's up. Where did you live?
Far from
The camera's open. I'll tell you.
Camera's on.
But apart from that, yo guys, peace. See y'all next week.